Morning everybody, it's Dana. Welcome back to another video. And today what we're going to do is a wreath. Now this is not my idea. I saw Tracy over at Mindless Crafting, Tracy Phillips, do this project over Christmas. And I thought it was so cute, and I'm working on a Valentine's swap that I have to mail out this week. And this is one of the projects that I wanted to do for it. So this does take a couple of hours to put together, so I'm just going to kind of stop and start the video to show you my progress, but let me show you what we're going to need for this. Okay, and this is going to be a paper wreath. So what I've done, and you see in piles here, around here, is I've taken 6 pieces of double-sided paper, and now I have used a Valentine's themed paper because this is a Valentine's swap. You can use single-sided, but just know that both sides of the paper are going to show. So if you don't mind that white side showing, that's fine. Just use single-sided paper. And but I chose to use double-sided. I've taken 6 pieces and I've cut them into 1/2-inch strips. And then I've used my bone folder to curl them like you would ribbon. Okay, so I have all of those set in piles around me. I have this wreath form from Dollar Tree. It's a 9, like a little over 9.5 inches, and it is foam. So we'll be using that as our base. And then I have pins to pin my paper to my wreath form. Let me see if I can get this up here so you guys can see it. Now, these pins have a head on them, and that's important. You're going to need pins that have a head on them so they don't go through your paper. And some other things you're going to need are some ribbon. I have some twine here, and I have cut out one of the cut-aparts from the paper collection that I'm using to be the center of my wreath. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do before I do anything else is I'm going to cut some ribbon to use as the hanger for my wreath. And I didn't measure it, just enough to just to have a hanger. So I'm going to put that kind of right at the top here. And I may not have cut enough. Nope, I didn't cut enough. So let me cut something longer. So I want to be able to tie a bow. So I'm just going to slip this under the wreath form. And I'm just going to tie a bow. First I'll probably tie a knot. So I'll just secure this knot right here, and I'll just tie the bow last. What I'm going to do is take a couple of pins, and I'm just going to secure this in place so that it doesn't move, making sure my knot is right there at the top. And I'm just going to push a couple of pins in just so this doesn't go anywhere. Just like that. Let me put one in the back. And our paper is going to cover up. There we go. So my knot's at the top, and I'll just tie the bow later. Okay, so what we're going to do is I have each of the papers that I did kind of in piles here. So what we're going to do is just use our pens. I'm going to get a few of them out here, put them in my little tray here. And I'm going to take a pin and I'm going to push it through the paper, and then I'm going to push it onto my wreath form, just like that. And so we're going to use our paper to fill up all the little places so that there's no green showing on our wreath form, just like that. And then you just kind of go through and you kind of alternate with your papers as much as you can. Just filling up your space. I saw Tracy do this and I was just in love with it. I thought it was so cute. I don't do wreaths, really, and because I don't keep the things on hand that you need to make them. And I just thought this was, I do have paper, and so to see something so cute done with paper, I thought I have to give that a try. So to see how that comes around, that's all you're gonna do. So I'm gonna pause the video here and I will get some more of this done, and then I'll be back with you and show you my progress. Okay, I just wanted to show you, I've been working for a little bit now, and I'm a little over halfway. Now, this is nowhere near done. You can still see a lot of the side. I've been concentrating mostly on just like the top edge. And so this is what it's looking like so far. So I'm just basically just taking a strip and putting a pen in the strip, kind of near the middle. Oops, wrong end. And then I'm just placing it and pinning it in. Kind of close to the other ones. You do want to kind of fill it in so you can't see the green wreath form. So like I said, I'm just working on the top edge. And once I get the top edge done, I'll be back with you and I'll show you how we're going to kind of fix the sides and everything. So I'm going to keep going. Okay, so I'm back and I have gone ahead and I have worked on just kind of covering just the top part of the wreath form. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to look and see, okay, if I tilt this, you can see this. Okay, and I can see that I've got green showing here and then around these edges here. And so what I'm going to do is just take strips, so the strips I have left, and I have plenty. If you do 6 sheets and 1/2-inch strips, and then get the little 9.5-inch form from Dollar Tree, you're going to have plenty of strips. So what I'm going to do is look and see where I have green showing, like I have some right here. And I'm just going to take a strip and I'm just going to put it in there and cover that little part up and just start filling in the little gaps and going around, also filling in the sides. So I'm going to keep doing that and I'll be back once I have the whole thing filled, and I'll show you how we're going to do the center. I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back and I have my wreath all filled in. Okay, so you can see that it's nice and full. I've got actually plenty of ribbons, paper ribbons left. So if you have more spots that need to be filled in, you've got plenty of ribbon to do that with. So it's nice and full, looks really cute. I've tied a bow here in my hanger at the top. So what I've done now is I've taken one of the cut-aparts from the paper collection that I wanted to use as my centerpiece of the wreath. I've matted it on white paper and then on red. I've done some little, with a white gel pen, just some edging around the edge just to kind of pretty it up a little bit. Added some bling to it. Then I punched a hole with the small hole on my crocodile in each corner. And just like you would a tag, I fed through baker's twine, red and white baker's twine on each corner. And this is how we're going to secure it to the wreath. So I'm going to lay this in the middle. Doesn't that look cute? And I'm going to center it with my hanger. And I'm going to take each piece of twine here. I'm going to feed one through the back. Just like this. I'm going to grab it from underneath the wreath. And then grab this here. And working through the edges of the paper, I'm going to kind of bury that twine. And I'm going to tie this into place. securing it to the wreath. And I'm going to tie this in a bow, because I think you'll be able to see that a little bit there, the baker's twine, and that's really cute, seeing that peek through. So that, now I'm going to do the other bottom edge, again, just putting one through the back of the wreath, and one over the top, just kind of burying them in between the paper ribbons. And then securing it in place. Can be a little fussy here, but you can get it done. I'm going to trim this off a little. Okay, and now we'll do the top ones. Again, I'm going to make sure that I've got it straight with my hanger. I might need to shift it around a little bit. And tuck one onto the back, reach under and grab it, and then tie it into place. Okay. There's that one. And here's the last one. Let's get that done. And then we're all done. This is such a cute project. And it does take a little time. Oh, sorry, I bumped the camera. It does take a little time and a little bit of prep work, but I just think that the outcome is really worth it. It's so unique. And the you probably have the paper on hand, and the wreath form is only $1 at Dollar Tree, so it's not super expensive. You just need to get the pins. Okay, now I'm just going to kind of fluff up a little bit here where I've tied my twine, and it does vary that a little bit, but that doesn't bother me. And there we go. Really cute. Okay, so let me know what you think of this project. This is going to my swap partner, and I will be back tomorrow with the Valentine cards that I'm going to make for her. So I hope you all have a blessed day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.